Hey yo, what's up? So, frankly speaking, episode 7. Can we just let me talk about it because first off, I was already wondering how it was going to go because they added her to the show. Then I'm like, how's she going to be the writer and be on the show? Figured that out pretty quick. But before we get into that, let's talk about it didn't start off that way. It like, oh, what the heck is wrong? Anyway, it didn't start off that way. So, it started off with a flashback, an 8-year flashback. And this flashback takes us back to her dating the actor guy. Can't think of his name right now. If you know, you know. I'm bad with names. In any event, his mom shows up. So now we got a little backstory about what happened and why they broke up in that first scene. Because mom showed up and she's like, oh, I'm not that kind of person. Da, da, da. She's saying all this, but hmm, I, it was a vibe. It was something up with that. Okay. So we get a little bit of information. So I feel like I feel like they was giving us stuff this episode. So we found out that his mom was the start of whatever was going down between him and her breaking up. I definitely, this episode solidified that the little boy is not her son, but the director of the show's son. Got it. Um, what else? Okay, so now let's go back to her joining the show. So I knew it was his idea. I knew it was his idea for her to join the show. And I was right. And then I was trying to figure out, like, how's she going to be the writer and be on the show? But I see they had to take her name off, whatever. She took one for the team to do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, because that was her. She was like, the people who know it, who need to know it's my show already know it's my show. And I'm like, okay, sis, but wow. But she did what she had to do because she wanted the show to be a success and be a hit and to keep being able to, film. So she took one for the team for sure. Now, them two going against each other, because it's going to be drama now. But I thought they did it very tastefully with the drama that between actor dude who I don't really care for and Quebec. So he's just he's adorable. I just find him adorable. But anyway, but when they did the games and she was riding a 4-wheeler, loved it. Absolutely loved it. She was in it. She was in it to win it. And they won. But I was trying to figure out, like, why did he need the date ticket not to go on a date with her? I couldn't put it together. But then we found out why he wanted to take the girl who was everybody's first love. Cannot stand her. Like, every scene that she was in this episode, this was me. Like, sips tea. I don't like you. And with good reason. Okay. But when he got far away from everybody and shut the mics down, I said, ooh, what's this? Okay, did she really do that and tell the girl to leave the show? And she just grimy. Like, for whatever her reasons, because I don't really understand why she being that way. But maybe we're going to find out. So then I'm like, okay, but the competition was like, I feel like they kept the competition, not taking it overboard. It was cute, whatever. But it just solidified that I didn't like the first love girl. Okay. So now they like playing Jenga and they drinking. And this is another reason why I don't like her. You going to ask him, well, why did y'all break up? You couldn't think, like, why do you care? Woosah. Okay. But it was a good episode. Like, it was a solid episode. I loved how the brother is interested in a director and thought she was married until he found out she was a single mom. And he was like, oh, really? Oh, let me get them digits. She was like, you already got them. So I like that little side story. What else about this episode? I'm trying to think because it was so much. No, and then the first love chick. I don't even care to learn her name. Like, I don't even. And it's like Joy who what I don't want to know. I'm not even trying to learn it because did she really tell him basically like, pick me? I know your feelings, but pick me because if you don't, I'm gonna shut this down. Really? What is wrong with her? But when I tell you my boy was on it, I love how he was in truth mode and he went and he told her the truth about how he felt, said everything he needed to say, and said, I'm sorry for what I'm about to do. Then took her hand, put it on his chest. So now he can be untruthful and he could go ahead and pick the girl he really didn't want to pick. That was, and then at first I'm like, they not gonna show us who the writer picked. And I'm like, really? But then, okay, then it fast forward to a month later. I'm like, all right, a month later, okay, we skipping already. I'm so glad she did not show up to meet him at that restaurant. So glad. And I'm so glad she went home and was on a rooftop with her family and his family having barbecue, watching the show. As well she should. And you know what I loved? That she said, I choose no one. I was like, yes, girl, yes. But that ending scene, it was cute. It was the cute. The whole she come down the slide, he right there waiting, whatever. Adorable. Adorable. Loved it. Episode 7, frankly speaking, was a good episode. Stay tuned because I'll be back with how I felt about episode 8 in another video. All right, guys. Bye-bye. It's Philly Priest saying, see you later.